Hello. Hey there, guys. Today I wanted to hop on here and share a few things with you. Hopefully, you all saw the title. Today, I want to share with you some tips and tricks for staying on track even in seasons of busy. Okay? So, hey, first off, I'm so glad that you're here. For those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Amanda Perkins, and I am a Trim Healthy Mama lifestyle coach. And so I use this channel here to help you, provide you with blood sugar balancing recipes, helpful tips and tricks, and some of my favorite products that I use in my everyday cooking. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a tickle in my throat. And I help teach busy women how to implement a sugar-free, low glycemic lifestyle that's blood sugar balancing without sacrificing their love for flavorful food or time in the kitchen. So if you all stick around with me today, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 tips, again, for staying on track in seasons of busy. So this is a common thread that I see a lot of times whenever people join my free group. A lot of people get busy and they don't have stuff prepped, or they don't have time to prep, or what have you. And that seems to throw them off of their lifestyle. Okay. So last week I talked to I talked to a group of people last week about fresh starts. And so if you're on my email list, you should have gotten that email about fresh starts. Well, hopefully you are still in a fresh start from the beginning of the year. And so today I want to give you some tips and tricks for staying on track and on plan in seasons of busy. Because right now, for most of us, we are probably in a season of downtime, right? It's winter. We aren't going out and about. We aren't doing all the things. And so we probably have a lot of time on our hands right now to get in the habit of prepping, or to get in the kitchen and make things, etc. But coming up in the springtime, we're gonna have lots of seasons of busy. For most of us, spring, summer, and fall are usually our busiest. And then, of course, holidays, right? And we've already made it through the holidays, thank goodness. And we are on the other side of that. So today, the 3 tips that I have for you are to help keep you on track during seasons of busyness. Plan accordingly, okay? So when you're planning, whenever you take your time to plan out for the week, don't plan yourself to cook loads of meals all week long. Plan accordingly, okay? Plan for trips out to eat. Plan for hopefully maybe food at somebody else's house. Plan for really quick meals. If you have a super, super busy week, plan for those quick meals, okay? For either yourself or for the entire family. You know what your family is going through, and so you know what your family needs, right? So plan accordingly. And so some of the things that I like to do is I like to have a couple breakfast and a couple lunch planned out, and then 3 or 4 dinners for the week. And then I plan accordingly for the other 3 dinners. Usually we eat at somebody else's house through the week. Sometimes we go out to eat at least once through the week. And then we also utilize our leftovers. All right. So plan accordingly. Don't try to feel like you're Superwoman and plan out this big elaborate menu when you know that you're going to be home late from work one night, or your husband's going to be home late from work one night, or you've got church one night, or you know that you need to go make a pit stop here after work, and all the different things. So plan accordingly. That is tip number 1, is to plan accordingly. Tip number two is to utilize your hands-off kitchen appliances. Use those to your advantage, all right? If you know you're going to have a late night, throw your food in the crock pot the morning before. Sorry. Um, if you know that you're going to have a late night and a crock pot timing doesn't work out, because let's be honest, most of the time it doesn't, right? Use your Instant Pot. Utilize your Instant Pot. If you have an air fryer, utilize it. There are loads and loads of healthy, especially Trim Healthy Mama recipes that utilize the Instant Pot, the crock pot, the air fryer. In Trim Healthy Future, there's an entire section dedicated to just the air fryer. So utilize it, all right? So utilize those hands-off kitchen appliances. So whenever you get home, you can tend to the family while the appliances do the cooking, right? And some of that goes into your planning. So look up recipes that use your crock pot. Look up recipes that use your Instant Pot. I am notorious for wanting to make something and just using the Instant Pot and making it work. Okay, so even if you have a recipe that you want to utilize that does not use an Instant Pot, it can still be done. So that might even be an option as well. So that's number 2. Again, number 1, plan accordingly. Number 2, utilize your hands-off kitchen appliances for you, okay? This week, I know many of you have seen, I am doing a kitchen remodel, and so my stove is going to be pulled out. And so this week, I will be utilizing my Instant Pot, my crock pot, and even my skillet. I have a little skillet that I use. It's I do my pancakes and stuff on it. I make my pizzas on it. I do all kinds of stuff on it. And so I will be utilizing that a lot. I can plug it in anywhere. It doesn't have to be my kitchen. So while my kitchen's under remodel this week, those are the things that I'm going to be using. All right. And then tip number 3, I want you to choose to look for the on-plan option in all situations. Okay, so this week I've had a couple opportunities where it would have been very, very easy to choose the off-plan thing, right? So Sunday night we came home super late. I was tired. I didn't have anything planned. I had not planned accordingly. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just grab a pizza. We'll run through Walmart and I'll go in and I'll pick up a pizza. We'll do thin crust. And then that'll make me feel better about my choice of not staying on plan, right? And then I got my senses to me and I was like, no, Amanda, absolutely not. That's not acceptable. I don't want to have the thin crust. So I told my husband, I said, if you want to have thin crust, that's perfectly fine. We'll go home. I'll throw your pizza in the oven, and while your pizza's cooking, they take like 20 minutes to cook anyways. Y'all, I made myself a sourdough pizza crust. Easy peasy. Took me the exact same amount of time. Our pizzas were done at the exact same amount of time. So even if you don't utilize sourdough like I do, and you're going in to grab your family a off-plan pizza, go ahead and grab yourself a cauliflower pizza crust. Throw your toppings on there and throw it in the oven just like you would a regular pizza. Okay? Don't forget your side salad or your greens or what have you to go with it. Easy peasy. Last night we left Lowe's late. We were grabbing all of our things for our kitchen remodel. And so, again, I have something in the fridge that I could have made, but I didn't want to make. Like, I didn't want to cook, right? And so I didn't plan for this. I didn't plan for a late night yesterday. And so we were going to swing through there and get the kids a little treat for being good. Swing through McDonald's to get the kids a Happy Meal for being good through Lowe's because they were exceptionally good. And so I was like, okay, well, we'll get you something out of the dorm. And then, so my husband was like, well, I want McDonald's too. And I'm like, I don't want to go home and cook for myself. Who wants to go home and cook for themselves? And a cheeseburger sounded so good. And I was like, oh, I could get me a cheeseburger. So I called him and I said, babe, go ahead and get me a bunless burger, please. Bunless burger, no onion. He's like, okay. And so that's exactly what he ordered. I came home, got the kids settled, got my wrap out. I've shared about that here on Healthy Driven Country Living, and I've also shared about it in my free group, Coach Amanda's THM Journey, and you all can see that. So I made a bunless burger with a low carb wrap. I put a low carb wrap on it, stuck it in the toaster, popped me some broccoli in the microwave and steamed it, and then put some butter on it with some seasoned salt or some seasonings and some salt. Right? On plan. Got my veggie, got my bunless burger. Y'all, it was amazing. That was probably the best burger I've had in a long time. Why? Because one, the sound of it, I was like, oh, I'm kind of craving it. Two, I was on plan, right? And so I made a good choice. So I want you to look for the on-plan choice in all of your situations. I have, in my years of being a Trim Healthy Mama, I have found very few situations where there is not an on-plan option. Okay? Now, some of them are better options than others, right? And that's why we have the personal choice and the Frankenfoods and all the things in Trim Healthy Mama, is because they want to make the plan doable in all situations, right? So, let's recap. Your tips for staying on track, even during busy seasons, is plan accordingly. Utilize your hands-off kitchen appliances, your crock pot, your Instant Pot, all the things. Use them. Utilize them. Have a shake, okay? And then choose to look for the on-plan option in all of your scenarios. If you're going out to eat, if you're going to a friend's house, choose to look for the on-plan option and go with that. Okay? All right, y'all. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope that you all have found this video a little bit encouraging to help you whenever you hit a season of busy. I appreciate anybody that has watched with me. If anybody has any comments or anything, let me know. Before y'all go ahead and comment hashtag busy season, okay? Just so that way I know you all saw the replay or caught this later on. Comment hashtag busy season for me. Now, for those of you all who don't know, we are in a super busy season, and I'm going to be sharing that with you, which I thought this was a perfect conversation for today. I'm going to be sharing with you all the things for me. We are in a kitchen remodel. I've got a sourdough workshop that registration just opened for. That sourdough workshop begins February the 6th, and it will run through February the 19th. It's a 2-week workshop, and it combines my beginner course and my mature course, and there will be pre-recorded education, pre-recorded cooking classes, okay? And then I'm also going to do a couple live cooking classes, and then give you all a chance to do some live question and answer. All right, so if you all have any questions throughout the workshop, I will be there to answer them for you live. Okay, so registration for that workshop just opened today. We've already got loads of people signing up, so if you all want in on that, go ahead and jump on that at healthydrivencountryLiving.com/workshops. Okay, if you all are new to my channel, thanks for watching. Let me know if you found this information helpful, and if you all want to start implementing healthier choices in your grocery hauls, then go ahead and download my master grocery list. You can find that at healthydrivencountryLiving.com/grocery list. I will drop both of those in the comments below or in the description, depending on where you all are watching this video. I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I will see you all soon. Bye, guys.